Welcome to our channel. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Today we're diving into the wild world of the Federal Reserve and their big rate cut. You know, that group of people who meet in a room seemingly designed to induce naps and decide the fate of the entire United States economy. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but with potentially far more disastrous consequences. But don't worry, we'll keep it light and funny. Because honestly, when it comes to the economy, sometimes you just have to laugh or you'll cry. And frankly, we've done enough crying over student loan interest rates for one lifetime. So buckle up as we unpack exactly what this rate cut means for you, your neighbor, and that squirrel outside who's been eyeing your garbage cans a little too aggressively lately. He's got to be thinking about a mortgage, right? Okay, so the Fed just cut interest rates. Great. What does that even mean for you, the average person who doesn't spend their days obsessing over bond yields? If you do, no judgment, but maybe get some fresh air occasionally. Well, in the simplest terms, it means borrowing money just got a little bit cheaper. Think of it like this: the Fed just slapped a clearance sticker on the American dream. And by American dream, we mean, of course, owning a home. See, when the Fed cuts rates, mortgage rates tend to follow. Suddenly that charming fixer-upper with the leaky roof and questionable foundation doesn't seem so out of reach. And we're not just talking about regular people here, we're talking everyone and their goldfish suddenly qualifying for a mortgage. You'll be seeing families of raccoons in matching sweaters at the open house, competing with your Uncle Gary who still hasn't paid you back for that pizza from 2018. This is not an exaggeration. We fully expect to see listings change from move-in ready to spacious enough for you and your 12 cats. Or mold. What mold? It adds character. The point is, lower mortgage rates mean more people might actually be able to afford to buy a home, which is great news. Unless of course you're a first-time buyer who now has to engage in a bidding war with a family of hedgehogs wearing tiny little monocles. But hey, at least you're not alone in this wild, mortgage-fueled frenzy. We're all in this together, even if all of us now includes a surprising number of parrots wearing tiny backpacks. Remember that time you waited in line for 6 hours for the new iPhone? Well, get ready for the housing market equivalent because things are about to get competitive. With lower mortgage rates making homes more affordable, we use that term loosely. Everyone and their pet hamster is going to be out there, pre-approval in hand, ready to throw down on a fixer-upper. We're talking grandma and grandpa cashing out their retirement funds, your mailman quitting his route to flip houses, and even that weird neighbor who collects garden gnomes might just consider upgrading to a gnome mansion. Open houses will become less about viewing a property and more about survival of the fittest. Forget about politely inquiring about the kitchen backsplash. You'll be too busy fending off aggressive bidders with strategically placed elbow jabs. The competition will be fierce. Imagine a Black Friday sale, but instead of discounted TVs, it's that charming bungalow with the white picket fence you've been eyeing. Except now, it also has 7 other offers, and one of them is from a very persuasive colony of ants. And don't even get us started on the real estate agents. They'll be walking around with the smug satisfaction of a cat who just caught a laser pointer, fielding calls from desperate buyers while simultaneously composing sonnets about the rustic charm of a house that's one step away from being condemned. But hey, at least it'll be entertaining, right? Just imagine the stories you'll tell at parties. Oh, you went to a wedding last weekend? That's cute. I spent mine locked in a bidding war with a golden retriever wearing a tiny top hat. He put in an all-cash offer. Who even knew dogs had that kind of money? Okay, so you've witnessed the feeding frenzy that is the housing market post-rate cut. You've seen things you can't unsee, but hey, maybe, just maybe, you're thinking you can still snag a deal. Well, hold your horses, buckaroo, because we've got some news that's about to burst your bubble faster than you can say adjustable rate mortgage. Remember that whole increased demand thing we talked about? Yeah, that's about to send home prices soaring higher than a falcon on a Red Bull bender. Remember that charming fixer-upper we mentioned earlier? The one with the leaky roof and the questionable foundation? Yeah, get ready to add another 0 to the asking price. And that's assuming the foundation doesn't crumble before closing. Suddenly, we're in a world where even a dilapidated garden shed is being listed as a charming starter home with an asking price that would make your eyes water. You'll find yourself considering a treehouse as a viable housing option. And let's be honest, with the current market, even that treehouse better have a walk-in closet and a granite countertop if you want to stand a chance. We're talking about a world where your landlord fueled by the delusion that they're now running a five-star resort, starts charging extra for amenities like running water and functional windows. And don't even think about asking for that leaky faucet to be fixed. You'll be met with a blank stare and a lecture on the rustic charm of dripping water. So, what's the takeaway here? Well, if you're a homeowner, congratulations. You're about to be swimming in so much equity, you could probably buy a small island. But if you're still renting, well, maybe start practicing your best. Please, sir, can I have some more gruel? Impression for your landlord? Ah, renters. The unsung heroes of the housing market. The ones who keep the whole system afloat by funneling their hard-earned cash into their landlord's pockets. Well, dear renters, we have some news for you. It's about to get a whole lot worse. Remember that whole housing boom we've been talking about? Yeah, turns out, it's not so great when you're on the receiving end of a rent increase that's larger than your last paycheck. See, when home prices go up, landlords get a little greedy. Suddenly, that charming studio apartment with the questionable plumbing and the cockroach infestation starts looking like a gold mine. And you, dear renter, are the gold. We're talking about a world where your landlord, fueled by the delusion that they're now running a five-star resort, starts charging extra for amenities like running water and functional windows. And don't even think about asking for that leaky faucet to be fixed. You'll be met with a blank stare and a lecture on the rustic charm of dripping water. So, what's a renter to do in this wild, wild west of a housing market? Well, you could try reasoning with your landlord, appeal to their sense of humanity, offer to pay them an exposure, but let's be honest, the only thing that speaks louder than money in this market is, well, more money. But hey, at least you're not alone in this struggle. You've got a whole community of fellow renters who are also wondering how they're going to afford both rent and ramen this month. Misery loves company, right? So, there you have it. The Fed's rate cut in a nutshell. It's a roller coaster of emotions, a symphony of chaos, well, you get the picture. The point is, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Whether you're a homeowner, a renter, or a squirrel eyeing up a particularly nice birdhouse, the housing market is about to get a whole lot more exciting. So buckle up, hold on tight, and remember, when it comes to the economy, sometimes you just have to laugh. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And remember, even in the crazy world of finance, a little humor goes a long way. Thanks for watching. Please give us thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for you to get an alert when next we upload a video.